Hey, Capricorn, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your January 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Capricorn, welcome to 2024. The key themes for you in January, you have Soul Tribe, the Great Outdoors, and you also have creativity. Beautiful combination here. Now, at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming, or it could be the underlying energy of what's happening at this time, is you do have memories. So you could be really diving into some memories that you've had, that you've made, good, bad, and everything in between, because you are learning some very valuable lessons at this time. You do have the Hierophant card showing up here as well. So I do feel that you've learned from the past year, 2023, and now people may have even said to you, Capricorn, you could write a book on everything that you have gone through. So I feel like you are coming up out of a situation that has been difficult for you. What you have here is absolutely beautiful, and I'm so happy to see this, Capricorn, because I know a lot of you have gone through a lot in 2022, 2023, maybe even since 2019 for some of you. But this is about good memories. It's about taking with you into 2024 the things that are working. Now, I've been talking about the stop, continue, and start theory or method that is used in a lot of businesses. It's used in a lot of lives because it really does help shift the energy going into the new year. Instead of tacking on additional New Year's resolutions that sometimes tend to fall to the wayside within weeks or within months, if you can really reevaluate and you can take a look at what is working for you and what you can continue doing, right? What you can stop doing. What do you not want to bring into 2024? Maybe you want to stop nagging. Maybe you want to stop complaining or stop telling yourself that same story, that same belief. I feel like a lot of you are choosing to look back and reflect, take what's good, leave what's not, and that gives you a little bit of room to focus on new energies as well. So you're definitely doing some groundwork here, because January is the month where you're setting yourself up for the rest of the year. Now, Capricorn, I will be putting out 2024 yearly readings next week as well. So you may want to just come back to that, set the notifications, because you may want to see how these themes fit in with your yearly reading as well. And look at this. At the bottom of the deck, you have memories, you have gifts, and you have spiritual toolbox. So a lot of you have had to dig in deep to maybe some shadows. Perhaps you've gone through things that have left you questioning, what's my intuition? What is happening here? What am I second guessing? What do I need to know on my spiritual journey? But what you've actually discovered was far greater than what you intentionally may have set out to achieve. You have these gifts, these spiritual gifts. You have a big surprise coming in here. There are celebrations coming in. Now, this is underneath the deck. This is at the bottom. So they are things that may be motivating factors, but they're also surprises. And you literally have a surprise from the universe. And that makes sense with what we see here. Now, you may be attracting your soul tribe in 2024. I feel that January you could be connecting with, meeting new people. This can be family, it can be lovers, it can be friendships. This is about connecting with others who maybe have the same shared journey, right? It's other like-minded individuals, connecting with them, feeling like you belong, right? Feeling like you're part of a soul tribe like we have here on this channel. Being able to support others, uplift others, instead of it feeling chaotic or instead of it feeling one-sided. This is the energy that we all carry and we all hold together. And I feel like that's what you are inviting more of into your life, because I feel that 2023 has been a struggle for a lot of you Capricorns when it comes to the right people, right? The right employees, the right clients, the right friends, the right lovers, the right relationships. It has been a struggle because of instability, because of trust, because of safety. And it just feels like you at times may have been the lone wolf, or you were the one that you kind of got thrown in different directions, right? They're giving me the energy of, or the imagery, I should say, of a dog being thrown a bone, but it's like being thrown that bone and then you go in a specific direction and you can't necessarily find that bone. So you come back to square one, and then the bone is thrown again, and then you go chasing it, but it's like it disappears for you. So it may feel like every time you go in search of soul tribe, or every time you try to open yourself up to a new beginning or a new opportunity, it's like it may disappear from beneath you. But I feel like there's something that's solid, something more concrete coming in here for you. And you've had to be patient, because we see with the Temperance card, this may have been an ongoing cycle of, looking for that bone. But I feel like there's definitely some physical evidence that comes in that lets you know this is your soul tribe, these are your people, or this is a new direction. Now, a lot of you may be traveling, you may be getting outdoors or outside, especially if you're in the southern hemisphere. I do feel like this is a really great time for you to get out in nature, whether it's wide open spaces, maybe you are just taking some time to unplug, right? Gaining some time of solitude. Maybe you're camping, getting out in nature. I am getting a lot of travel energy here for you. So a lot of you Capricorn are either on vacation in the month of January, or you're definitely planning for more travel in 2024. Now, I do get, for some of you, you're finding ways to unplug more. You're finding ways to connect with yourself, whether it is through nature, whether it's through creating a safe space, maybe an altar so you can go meditate. Maybe it's giving yourself the time and permission to nap more. Whatever it is for you, Capricorn, I feel like you're taking it easy on yourself, which is awesome, because a lot of times you're doing so much for other people and you forget to take care of yourself. Now, you have this creative spark that's really highlighted in the month of January. This is new inspiration. A lot of you are receiving divine downloads. This could be new talent. It could be inventive ideas. This is about you being the wonderful artist that you are. We're all artists in a sense. We're constantly creating our reality. And I feel that, Capricorn, you are discovering bits and pieces. And for a lot of you, you're discovering new gifts about yourself that you are utilizing in the upcoming year that could help you professionally, financially, help you in the love department, help you within your health. And I feel like you're exploring more about yourself through these avenues. So you could even be taking an online course or a class. Some of you could be doing something quite creative, but again, it doesn't mean that you have to be journaling or painting. There's so many different ways to be creative, even moving around your furniture in your home, even the way that you dress on a daily. Some of you could be creating something with your hands. I'm getting that you could be maybe making jewelry, or you could be putting together some sort of, they're giving me macrame, is that what it is? I feel like you're creating some things that you could even sell. Maybe you're opening up an Etsy shop. Maybe you are doing tarot cards on a YouTube channel. You're utilizing your hands, and this could be healing hands for some of you as well, but you're discovering things about yourself that may have been locked or buried, or maybe they're gifts that you were meant to use here on earth, right? That you haven't even dove into too much yet. So I love this showing up for you. Now, diving into the tarot, I had to chuckle because I was like, Capricorn is not going to believe this after maybe the year that they've gone through, right? You start off with the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. There's something really amazing coming in here for you in the month of January. This is a wish fulfillment, and it could be pertaining to family, perhaps a trip. It could be an inheritance, maybe legacy as well. Someone may be becoming a grandparent, maybe getting married. I just love this energy here because you've wanted this for a long time. Nine of Cups is the card of emotional fulfillment. And you can see that this gentleman has his feet kicked back. He's relaxed. He has the knowledge because he has all those books in the background, and he has the 9 cups swimming above his crown chakra. But he realizes that this is the reality that he's tapped into, that he's created. And it's taken a long time to get there. And for some of you, excuse me, you've had to be in solitude for a period of time in order for you to achieve the 10, right? So 9s are about solitude, and 10s can be about, togetherness. So again, if you felt like the lone wolf, Capricorn, or if you felt like you didn't have soul tribe or people on your side, well, get ready, because here's the proof that somebody or a company, an organization, family, something is coming in here to let you know that you are not alone, that you are valued, that your talents, your skills, your efforts. Some of you could even be retiring. Maybe that's a wish that you have. Maybe it is to buy a family home, a piece of real estate. Maybe it's to start a family, to meet someone where you can go all the way, right? The 10 of Pentacles is a beautiful energy to have in any reading because it's the card of longevity, financial security, wealth, abundance. It's long-term goals. So I do feel that you're seeing proof, you're seeing manifestation of some long-term goals coming into your reality here in January. So this is beautiful. I also am getting tax or tax financial advisor. There could be an amount of money coming your way. Maybe there's some sort of family dispute or some challenge that you've had with people who maybe they were part of your human experience. Maybe they were part of your tribe at one time, but there's been so much that you felt ostracized or you felt kind of cast aside here. I feel like there's some sort of resolution coming in here for you. You've gone through a lot of healing. You have the Star and you have the Temperance. So again, you have 2 major arcanas showing up here in the middle of your reading and 1 at the end. But the Star says your dreams are manifesting because you've had to go through this period of isolation, maybe shadow work for some of you. For others of you, again, you may have had to, you felt like you were swimming on your own. You felt like you were doing all that you could to stay afloat here. And it felt like no matter how far you swam, it's like you never could get to that point. You never could get, it's like someone dropped you off in the middle of the ocean, right? And all you had was your little buoys to kind of hang on, and you were swimming. But no matter how far you tried to get closer to shore, it's like that riptide kept pushing you back out. And it's just, you wanted to give up at times because you're thinking to yourself, well, this is just not happening. It's a waste. I'm putting all of this energy, all of this time into my dreams, but I don't see any progress. But what you didn't realize is that whole time, it was you strengthening yourself, right? Strengthening your body, your mind, your soul, putting you in the right mindset for the universe to come in and kind of lift you up, right? And set you on that path, that shore. And I feel like you've learned a lot along the way. And it's been a long time coming, but there's the Temperance angel there, and she kind of comes in, and even though she's pouring these 2 cups, she's pouring them into this infinity symbol, which is almost like, the 8, it looks like as well, which is the strength energy. So I feel like you've come full circle. There's something that you've needed to learn, and I feel like you've learned it. Now you have the 3 of Cups. There's major celebrations coming in here. There's some sort of a win. Now, this could be a new job opportunity. It could be the news of a home. It could be some sort of reunion here. Maybe you passed the test, so to speak. Some of you, maybe it's an actual test or a certification or exam. For others of you, this was almost like a universal test that your soul already knew about, right? But maybe the human ego didn't quite know about. But I feel like you've passed this test, and now here's your wishes. And it's almost like when you get set on shore, you're still swimming, right? You're still swimming because you still think you're in that spot. So it's like you need to just kind of blink and pinch yourself and say, am I really here? Is this true? This is what I've wanted for so long and I've been working so hard for it, and here it is. Is this really happening? Someone pinch me. And the Three of Cups is saying, yeah, celebrate. You deserve this win, Capricorn. This is the news of abundance, right? It could be a raise. It could be the news of a birth. It is about you not feeling left out like maybe you did in the past, right? There's more than one person on this card. You're celebrating with who? With your soul tribe, the people that are still in your circle, or the people that may be entering into your energetic field because they support you, they love you, they share this journey here on earth with you, right? And I also feel like this isn't just earthly beings, this is spiritual as well. This is cups, this is intuitive. So this is your intuition, this is your guides, your spiritual team, your ancestors, your angels, your higher power. But there's something worth celebrating here. I also just heard grand opening, okay? Grand opening. Maybe some of you are opening up a business, or there is some sort of grand opening. Maybe you're having a housewarming party, or you're putting out into the public some sort of good news that maybe you were excited to share, but the time wasn't right. I love this energy here for you. Now you end with the Hierophant, right? The Hierophant is the card of being divinely guided. You can see that there's a wise mystic up top there at the, at the chalkboard, and he has some things to teach. I mean, look behind him. It's not my forte, right? Math, algebra, it looks like, a different language even, but I feel like this is the language here of life, or this is, it's almost like spiritual teachings. It's about you learning things that may have felt impossible to learn. Maybe you didn't even realize that that was what you were learning, right? Because it feels like it was meant for someone else, or it maybe feels like you weren't quite sure, you couldn't quite grasp the concept. But maybe you were thinking so far into it. Maybe you were overanalyzing. Maybe there was conditions brought upon. Maybe you were taught that this was a really difficult class or a difficult lesson, and no matter what, you weren't going to be good at it because maybe your parents failed at this. Maybe everybody that all your friends, maybe they got an F or a bad grade at this specific class or this course. But I feel like this is symbolic for this life lesson, right? You don't have to repeat some sort of pattern. You don't have to repeat some sort of a cycle because you've learned it here. And that's why you're graduating in a sense. Okay, and that's where the celebration is coming in. There is a soul graduation where you're on to the next chapter or the next story of your life. When the Hierophant comes in, this could be about your beliefs, your morals. Maybe it's teachings, institutions, learning. I feel in the past, some of you received some sort of corrupt advice or corrupt conditioning, or maybe you had a corrupt experience with a family member, with a job, with a friend, with a lover. And it made you feel like no matter what, you were going to be swimming forever, right? And I feel like you're finally at a spot where you are ready to learn a new lesson here. And you may even be ready to teach others as well, because you could be this wise one. You could be this divine spiritual teacher. Some of you could be going back to school. You could be taking online courses. Maybe you're studying. Maybe you're the teacher. Maybe you're the student. But I just keep getting here, like the student of life. You have graduated some sort of soul lesson that you came here to learn. Wow, this is deep. This is powerful. It goes beyond. I mean, of course, some of you, yes, you're getting certifications. This is very physical or 3D, but it goes so much further beyond that. And I feel like you know that as well. It does have to do with these spiritual gifts. It has to do with all of the lessons, the memories of the past, right? That's the underlying energy here. And it's taken a lot for you to really dive into the spiritual toolbox, for some of you to reconnect to your sense of self, to reconnect to your own intuition, for you to reconnect to your spirituality, which we're all spiritual. We're all on this soul journey, but some of us choose to become woke or awakened, and others just choose to come to have the experience. But you're deeper than that, Capricorn. If you're watching these videos, I feel like a lot of you have already gone through a major spiritual awakening. All right, when it comes to money, abundance, wealth, and career, you have the Anchor. So yeah, a lot of you are definitely traveling near water, and I'm talking about the water analogy. Maybe you are renting a boat, or some of you are on a cruise in January. I love that. But this is about overcoming some money blocks, and that could be a big part of this wish fulfillment and this long-term stability and growth. Maybe this is a dream that really amps you up and inspires you, and you say, you know what? This is possible. I can leave behind my legacy. Even though I've been stuck in the past, that doesn't have to be my life pattern. I don't have to keep replaying out the same energy, the same dynamics. I do get that a lot of you, you're traveling. You are maybe in the industry of real estate, Airbnb, hospitality, or at least reaching people on maybe a global or universal level even, because you have the Buddha. This is life purpose. This is more than just money. Okay, like I said earlier, it's more than just handing over a degree or a certification and say, congratulations, you're now a tarot reader. I feel like it's something that your soul will take with you. You'll learn, you'll be able to utilize that piece into every aspect of your life. Some of you are definitely counselors, right? You are like the Buddha here, like the Hierophant. You are meant to teach, to guide, to counsel. This is about you being guided on your divine path. And you had to go through, again, some sort of experience that was disheartening, that was very difficult for you. But you wouldn't be at this level or at this frequency if you hadn't gone through that. And I feel like you're recognizing it, or you're seeing it now for the silver lining it is, right? This is spiritual wealth. It is spiritual wealth. It's also, it doesn't mean that the money's not aligning, because we see with the 10 of Pentacles, oh, the money's going to align all right. Even if you've hit a rock bottom, even if you didn't have, a box to live in, right? I feel like you're going to be rich beyond what that looks like maybe for the rich person. I feel like you're rich in resources, rich in friends, rich in, so many different ways. It's so much more than money. And when you realize that the universe is abundant, the universe is your cornucopia, what is it that you want to bring about here? This is the year, this is the month where you are setting the groundwork, Capricorn. You're sealing the deal. There are some new business contracts coming in here for you. There could be some documents, maybe a gift of money. This may have to do with writing, maybe clerical work, administrative work, paperwork. I feel like whatever you are calling in, whatever this is where you're leaving this legacy, you're going to stay put. This is a legacy that you'll be able to maybe pass on to family, your children if you have them. This is about you being able to be remembered in a way that touches the lives of so many, okay? And it's not that you're doing it for that, ego boost. That's not it at all. You're doing it to help uplift humanity. You're doing it because it's a part of your spiritual reason for being here on earth. This is so much bigger than just the surface, is what I keep getting here. Gift of money coming in here. Some of you, there is an inheritance, there's a windfall, there's a big energy coming in here for you, which I love, because it's gonna help you out. It's gonna be a really great windfall of some sort. It could be a new client contract where it's the biggest contract that you've ever had. It's the biggest amount of money. Maybe it is some sort of class or online course that you are putting out there and it really takes off, right? It could be that book that you write and it does become, in a way, the bestseller, right? I feel like there's something that you are either starting, maybe you're in the middle in, or maybe you're wrapping up, that's going to bring a lot of success here for you. All right, Capricorn, what do we have? Oh, this was interesting when this came up because you have here vacation, and I was like, yep, Capricorn is either on vacation or you have some travel plans in the works, in the making. And I like this one. Some of you could be traveling near the mountains. Okay, there could be a mountainous landscape. I also feel some of you could be traveling by RV or camper. You could be traveling to a place that has water, maybe even hot springs or a hot tub as well, maybe even a pool. But I feel like you're taking some time to just enjoy being in the moment. You're taking time to enjoy maybe soul tribe, maybe family, to soak up some of the celebratory energies that are coming in here for you. Now, you have competition, but I actually really like this competition card because it's like the 5 of Wands intermingled with the 6 of Wands, saying that, yeah, there's some healthy competition here. You may know many other people that are in your industry, in your line of work, but it doesn't have to be cutthroat. And I feel like for a lot of you, it felt like that in the past. But you're realizing that the past doesn't have to come in and repeat itself. It only repeats itself if we haven't learned the lesson, or if we are still in the frequency that we were in that past lesson, right? That's what you're shifting. You're raising your frequency here. You're calling in new soul tribe. You've learned lessons, so you're on to something new. And for a lot of you, look at these two. They're bumping fists here. They may be, boxers, where when their boxing gloves come off, they realize that it's a role that they're playing, that it's a role that they are a part of, right? They are competitors here in this industry, but when they take off the boxing gloves, they're two souls that are having a human experience, and that human experience was to be competitive in this industry or in that line of work or whatever it may be. So I definitely like this showing up for you, because I also feel, Capricorn, like you're working on not taking things so personally, and you're not judging. You're not feeling like you're being judged. And if those are things that are projected to you or coming onto you, you're saying, whoa, nope, I understand that that's your stuff. I don't need to take it on. So friendly competition, healthy competition. And it's not so much that you're above the competition here, but you're attracting people who can help you grow. People who are, part of the same team, right? And even though it may be completely, separate things, I'm getting the same team here. It's like you can come together. This can be a win for you both. It doesn't have to be one or the other where one person gets left out. If one person goes for a job or a lead role and the other person doesn't get it, there's plenty to go around. That person's going to get a role or land a role exactly where they need to be to learn, to grow, to thrive in the energy that they are in. Now, you had unexpected expenses and job loss or termination of employment come in, but what I heard instantly is they pointed to the memories and they said, this could be something that you are recovering, and maybe it is something that you're carrying or bringing into 2024, but not for long. Okay, so maybe there were some doctor bills, maybe there were some, things that you weren't able to afford. Maybe some of you did lose a job. Maybe you terminated some sort of contract. Maybe you lost clients, lost employees, whatever it may be for you. There is a turnaround that is coming in that I feel is going to be one of the best turnarounds you've ever had. It really is. And it's going to help you pay these unexpected expenses. It's going to help you realize, yep, the silver lining of some sort of loss, it's putting me into this position to be able to see things differently. Because look at this. You also have credit repair. So being able to repair your credit or repair your financial status. This is a really wonderful energy of, fixing things, figuring out how to find solutions by raising your vibrations and taking a different approach, having a different perspective on something here. Because look at that, your final card you have is the money tree. The money tree is the exact energy almost as the 10 of Pentacles, which you see the big old tree with all 10 pentacles up the tree here. And I do get with the fairy lights, I'm also getting like the star energy, which you have the star here, and you see all of the stars. So there's healing big time around some beliefs, some family beliefs, maybe around money. There could be some big healing around someone's financial status or some credit or something that maybe you lost in the process. Maybe it was a job, maybe it was your dignity, maybe it was your integrity, right? I feel like you've gone through a lot, but the 10 of Pentacles is saying that comeback is stronger than the setback. Because as maybe you didn't realize, as you were swimming in the middle of the ocean, right? As you feel like you're losing sight of the shore, what you are really doing is strengthening, like I said, your body, your mind, your soul. You're strengthening that trust in your intuition, even when you lost sight of your higher power, your higher self. Even when you started to wobble in your arms, the strength in your legs, right? You were actually strengthening them. Even when you felt that endurance kind of waving, I feel like it's to put you in this position of strength where, yes, you're tired. Yes, you've done all that you could in a sense, but you've learned some valuable things along the way. Pat yourself on the back, Capricorn, because this isn't no easy feat. This is something that, is for those that are strong enough to overcome these challenges, which you are. That's why you had that experience. Okay, when it comes to love, all right, when it comes to love, you have let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. That could be why we have the Temperance showing up in the middle of the reading here, because sometimes the Temperance is about self-control. It can be about patience with other people. Especially people that get under your skin, we tend to want to control the environment, control the situation. But the Four Agreements, for those of you that have ever read the book, The Four Agreements, it's a short read. One of the agreements is never take anything personally, right? And be impeccable with your word. And I feel like you're saying things in a compassionate way. There's a sense of patience for another person. That's why you have that competition card as well, because you're realizing that there is no I in teamwork, right? And in order to make something happen for you, it's like you are connecting with the team energy. Teamwork, making that dream work. Now, for some of you, if you're in a relationship or if you are in some sort of commitment here, I feel like a honeymoon, some time away, enjoying the bliss time of maybe the holiday season, maybe even celebration, birthday, happy birthday, Capricorn. But I feel, and maybe that's part of it. I completely spaced off it was your birthday, yes. And that could be part of the celebratory energies coming in. But enjoy the bliss time of your holiday, which is your birthday, right? So I feel for a lot of you, and some of you celebrated in December as well. It doesn't mean you're not getting a surprise, because there's still, like I said, it's beyond just the surface. It's deeper than that. This is about you having this new opportunity to just be present. And for those of you looking for love, get ready, because you could meet someone. This could be a wish fulfillment. It says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. This could be someone that you build a family with, that you build a life with. This may be someone that you do take vacations with and honeymoons with, right? It's someone who can help you build this legacy together, because there is team energy showing up here for you. Now, last but not least, Capricorn, you have don't dim your light to fit in. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light? You are meant to shine. And this makes sense because you also have the star. The star is a bright, bright shining light here. And so for some of you, maybe you did dim your light in the past for whatever reason. Maybe you dimmed your light because you were tired, you were wore out. Maybe you lost faith, right? Swimming in the middle of the ocean, you lost sight of the shore and you just started to feel less and less and less. This is your year to shine your light, because you are a powerful being. and there's nothing that you cannot get through. I like this one. You have Council of Light. It says divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. Wow, look at that. That's part of your soul tribe. You have the ascended masters here. Whatever your upbringing, your background, your spirituality, religion, whether you connect with Buddha, Mother Mary, Saint Germain, I mean, you have all of the ascended masters here. And I feel like, again, it's not apples to oranges. It's connected. It's fruit as a whole, right? Instead of picking out, I just want these apples, or I just want plums, or I just want peaches, it's looking at it from a higher perspective of the category of fruit in itself, right? I hope that makes sense. So instead of just looking at one subtle way of abundance, instead of just looking at abundance as money, or, you know, finances, you're looking at abundance in so many different ways. You're looking at it from a cornucopia point of view where there's so many different resources, so many different ways that abundance can show up, that help can show up. And then lastly, you have align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? And we talk about this in the beginning. What can you stop? What can you stop doing in 2024? What can you continue doing because it's working? And what can you create fresh? What's new? And I feel it's important for you because there may have been a little bit of soul defragmentation kind of happening, or a little bit of cognitive dissonance where you just felt separated from your body at times, separated from your purpose, yourself. She's putting those pieces back together. And that's part of the spiritual toolbox here. It's part of you going through that and not, you know, even though you may have felt like you've lost yourself somewhere along the way, all of those pieces are really right there. And it's how do you want to put that together again? How do you want to see your world? Because you're in charge here. And even though I feel like you've kind of dimmed the light because maybe you were too fearful at times to see all those broken pieces, here's the Council of Light coming in and saying, but Capricorn, you really are whole. You really are already divine. You're already a spark of this being, this energy. And so I feel like there is a really wonderful surprise coming in, a gift from the universe, whether it does show up in the form of something specific. Yes, it absolutely can be money. It can be a new job. It can be love. It can be positive health. It can be a partnership, whatever it is for you. There's a beautiful gift here. And I feel like you've earned it. You've been patient. You've graduated this lesson here on Earth. So I'm so proud of you because this is big. Star, Temperance, Hierophant. It may even have to do with what and whom you commit your time and energy to. All right, Capricorn, that is what I have for your January 2024. Please do check out next week's yearly reading as well. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop whichever key theme really stood out to you the most, whether it was Soul Tribe, the great outdoors, creativity, spiritual toolbox, memories, and gifts, right? Maybe you had more than one, but if you have one that really pulled at you, one that you thought, yes, that is what I'm gravitating towards, drop it in the comment section below the video where I pull one lucky winner around the first of each month and post right back here on the channel. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. If you like this message, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe. However you show your support, I am truly, truly grateful and appreciative of your energy. Thank you so very much, Capricorn, for being here. Lots of love.